Dricus du Plessis will be the man to defeat Khamzat Chimaev. I full-blown believe it. I'm telling you right now, Dricus is on another level compared to Khamzat. Look, is Khamzat fantastic and all? He is great. But Khamzat has a lot more flaws than Dricus does when it comes to the octagon. Ever since he's come to the UFC, he's won every fight, and he's undefeated at the moment. But there's one huge flaw in Khamzat's game that I believe that could be completely exposed for Dricus du Plessis to take over, and that is honestly his stamina. Khamzat Chimaev is notoriously known for gassing out after the first round. He's only been past first round 2 times in his career and is against future legends like Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Burns. And in those fights, he possibly could have lost those fights if they were 5-round fights because he was completely depleted by the end of it. Look, the thing with Khamzat Chimaev is in the first 5 minutes of the fight, he'll go all out. He'll shoot a takedown. He'll drag you down. He'll maul you. He'll punch you up. He'll try to drag you down and swarm you and make you drown. That's just what Khamzat does. But if Dricus du Plessis could survive that, best believe in a 5-round fight, Khamzat Chimaev is screwed. First of all, Khamzat Chimaev has never fought a 5-round fight, and the 2 times he fought to the scorecards, he was absolutely depleted. Just look at the Kamaru Usman fight. The first round, he was all over him, mauling him, doing everything he could, but credit to Kamaru, in the second round, he made it, and after that, he was piecing up Khamzat Chimaev that whole fight. Khamzat Chimaev's mouth was wide open. His hands were completely low. He could barely move. He was persevering with all of his heart, and that's one big factor that Khamzat has. The guy just doesn't go down. He doesn't give up. He keeps going even when he's completely exhausted. But I'm telling you right now, if he gets to round 4, round 5, fighting the way he fought against those two, best believe he's in a load of trouble with Dricus du Plessis. And let's not forget, Dricus' ground game is very underrated. He's a very good jiu-jitsu fighter. He's good throughout scrambles. We've seen it a couple times against Derek Brunson, against guys like Darren Till. Obviously, those guys' wrestling does not compete with Khamzat, but at the same time, dude, he was able to manage to get through that and get the victory, whether it be on top or mauling them on the ground. The guy's a threat on the back. The guy's a threat even on the feet, and he doesn't get tired. This is the thing with Dricus. No matter the cost, no matter the limits, he's gonna persevere through. Just watch the fight with Israel Adesanya, dude. Adesanya, in my opinion, was winning the second and the third round and was piecing up Dricus du Plessis. Those 2 rounds, he was getting the better of Dricus in the strikes, in the offense, pushing the pace, piecing him up in the body, but Dricus du Plessis always finds a way. He's heavy-handed, he's got power, and he has put motherfuckers to sleep. We saw with Robert Whittaker, we saw how he pulled through and choked out Israel Adesanya. Same with Darren Till. The guy just doesn't give up. The grit in this man's game is insane. And even with the recent fight against Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis just displayed another level in his fighting style. He is very disciplined when it comes to following in his game plan, and he showed how mature he was in the octagon. He was very patient. He was picking his punches very well. He sets up that left high kick, just completely messing with Sean Strickland, and in that fight, he destroyed Sean Strickland's nose. He broke it. He completely demolished it. Dricus du Plessis is just on another level, and he's gained a lot of experience fighting the amount of fights he has fought in the UFC. We've seen him beat greats, like I said earlier, in the likes of Israel Adesanya. He has beaten big names, guys that have been proven into the division. He's just got that experience, and he's got that mental fortitude to just persevere and win fights. It kind of just reminds me of GSP. No matter the cost, no matter the odds, they find a way to victory, whether it be on the feet, whether it be on the ground, whether it be choking them out or winning it by the scorecards. It doesn't matter. And Dricus' style for Khamzat is just so awkward. The way he throws punches, the way he sets up his calf kicks and he switches stances, it's hard for people to read. And obviously, it could be easy for Khamzat to maybe catch one of those leg kicks and take him to the ground, but if Dricus could survive the first 5 minutes, I don't see that being a problem for Dricus at all. All he has to do is find a way to survive the first 5. If you survive the first 5, you'll beat Khamzat Chimaev with ease. And I think the buildup for this fight, too, is going to be fantastic. It's going to be box office. Look, Khamzat Chimaev has a big fan base behind him. People love this guy. Obviously, he's been through a lot with injuries and missing weight and things like that. But no matter what, people love this man. And he's been talking a lot of smack to Dricus. He's been talking a lot of smack to Dricus, Sean Strickland. He's been yapping, and so has Dricus, man. Dricus, I'm not going to say is the biggest fan base in the world, but dude, he has a whole country backing him, and a lot of people don't fuck with Dricus for some weird reason. I think Dricus is great. He's great on the mic. He made Adesanya cry. He's made Sean Strickland cry. The guy is very underrated with his mic skills. He can really sell a fight. The fight to the first buildup between Sean Strickland, and when he said that stuff about his dad, obviously that was far beyond the line. That brawl that ensued at the event where those two had a brawl in the crowd, dude, more people wanted to buy that shit. And now that Dricus is already chirping to Khamzat, he's already telling him to, stay healthy, don't get sick, stay out of the cold. These two are going to start going back and forth. I think this is going to be a hell of a fight. The promo is going to be insane, and it's going to be interesting to see. I think if anybody out of the division to beat Khamzat Chimaev, I think DDP is the answer. He's the best fit. Besides that, maybe Imavov, but still, I find it hard for Imavov to pull through and beat Khamzat. And even with Caio Borralho, man, it's still far-fetched, but at the same time, it could be a high possibility. But for the most part, I think Dricus he has more perseverance than most of those guys. The guy's got a heart of a lion, and I see him beating Khamzat Chimaev, honestly. And moving from there, if he beat Khamzat Chimaev, we could possibly see him go up in weight. I mean, there's been a lot of talks between him and Alex Pereira. It looks like Alex Pereira completely hates Dricus du Plessis. I mean, he's been in Sean Strickland's corner twice now because apparently he doesn't like him. Nobody just leaves in the middle of their fight camp when they fight in April. Or is it April or March? One of those dates. Alex Pereira is in fight camp right now. He's fighting soon, but nobody just leaves their fight camp to go all the way to Australia when you live in Connecticut for something like this when it's not even your fight. So, the hatred is there. Apparently, they made an agreement after Dricus beats Khamzat Chimaev to fight each other, but obviously, Pereira has to get through Ankalaev. Dricus has to get through Khamzat Chimaev. These are scenarios that we have to see happen. Hopefully, they both win and we get that super fight. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think that fight would be great. And Dricus du Plessis, in my opinion, he could be one of the greats. Anyways, people, just let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Dricus du Plessis could be one of the best middleweights of all time? I mean, he's stacking up his resume and it's looking hard to beat him. And if he beat Khamzat Chimaev, that could be a high possibility. But that's just my opinion, people. Anyways, good game, boys. Catch you later. Deuces. I'm out. Subscribe.